Hi, my name is Jacquie Furtner and I'm running for City Council. Each council faces different issues, some that are expected and some that are not. It is how a council reacts to these issues that is important. I always ask questions and do research before coming to a decision. Municipal government is the closest to the everyday life of our community and its members. As I've said in the past, our people are our best assets, and without meaningful consultation, how can we begin to understand their values and decide what is best for our community? In today's society, where we have access to almost any information at our fingertips, people are more informed than ever. They want to be engaged in what is affecting their lives. It's the job of a city councillor to create and sustain ways for people to do so. Listening and communicating are essential qualities to being a councillor, and this is what I bring to the table. I am currently the Vice Chair of the Owen Sound Downtown Improvement Area, where I bring good, strong ideas and opinions. I know that with some hard work and collaboration, downtown can be a place that people of all ages want to spend time and connect. I am working to create a safe, vibrant, and authentic atmosphere for everyone. I was part of a small group of business owners downtown that worked to connect all the businesses on a personal level, as well as to organize events to benefit all of downtown. It was called Boost, Businesses and Organizations of Owen Sound Together. Connecting people really enhanced the atmosphere and productivity of the downtown. People are looking for a sense of place and a sense of belonging more than ever before. We want a more authentic experience, and community development is the most effective tool we can use. We need to focus on creating authentic connections where everyone, regardless of their socioeconomic position, feels safe and welcome. This is such an important issue. Attracting young people and encouraging young people who grew up here to come back are essential to the growth and sustainability of our city. There are a few things that need to happen for this to be successful. There needs to be affordable housing and employment opportunities. This can be in the form of industry, tech companies, trades, or self-employment. I've heard of a great strategy where a local government went to the high schools to ask what the students are interested in and what they would ideally like to do when they graduate. They then took this information and created these opportunities for the students. Mentorship programs to get them started would be a great addition to this too. A business incubator that helps startup companies get established by providing office space, management training, financial support, and technical training would not only support youth that want to relocate here, but will also help the economic health of the community by recruiting new businesses. Youth need to know that they are supported and that there is a future for them here. It came up at the All Candidates meeting that having a satellite university or college campus would be beneficial, and I agree, and I think it would have the most impact if it's located in the downtown core. It would draw students that, if properly supported during their studies, may stay when they graduate. This would also be a positive for downtown, as students may choose to rent apartments downtown and would frequent coffee shops, the market, and public spaces, among other things. Brantford had huge success with this in their downtown core. Some of these things are under the purview of council, and others require us building relationships and encouraging partnerships with other levels of government, institutions of higher education, and private investors. As far as the harbour itself goes, there are a lot of issues concerning contamination, ownership, and liability. If elected, I will do my best to make the harbour work to its fullest potential. This would involve working with other tiers of government and professionals to determine what can be done and what is worth being done. The harbour front is where I see real potential for growth. The city has a brownfield tax rebate in place to alleviate the costs of cleaning up contaminated land so development can happen. The redevelopment of Mudtown Station into a brew pub is a great example of the success that can happen on the harbour front. The harbour is another one of our finest assets, and I believe we should encourage development in any way we can. Mixed-use, small developments are the best option. Restaurants, shops, small apartment buildings, canoe, kayak, and stand-up paddleboard rentals, perhaps a conference centre or hotel. And once it's more developed, there's an opportunity for the city to work with Georgian Shores Marina to promote our harbour as a vacation destination for boaters in Georgian Bay. There are so many options. It is only steps to our downtown core and is already a beautiful place to walk around. Let's work together to make our harbour the best it can be. While it is important to make methadone clinics accessible to provide help to those who need it, we also need to deal with the root causes of drug abuse and addiction. Addiction is a symptom of a lot of issues, including lack of social cohesion and lack of support. Community development is one of the most important issues a municipal government can encourage. Starting with implementing a community development committee, City Council has the resources to build a strong sense of community that supports everyone who lives here. Defined by a Canadian organization, community development is a process where community members come together to take collective action and generate solutions to common problems. Economic, social, environmental, and cultural well-being often come from collective action from a grassroots level. The city should work with other tiers of government to provide more mental health support and build infrastructure where everybody feels like they belong. I would absolutely advocate for more public participation. I would like to see the public involved in projects in their early stages. I have been asked this question before and I put a lot of thought into it. While a lot of how a project is designed must come from experts and professionals, the community should be considered first. For example, an interior design project in someone's home. People hire me to help them make their spaces more functional and perhaps more aesthetically pleasing, as I've studied design principles and building codes. However, I would never just go into someone's home and change things without asking them first. What do you use this space for? What are your typical circulation patterns and why? Is there anything that's important for you to keep? What bothers you that you would like to change? Do you have any examples of things that you would like to incorporate? The next step is to listen and use my expertise to come up with a plan that I think will work for them based on what I learned from them. They would then take the chance to look at it and either approve it or make changes as needed. I think this process can work well with public projects as well. It is important to reflect our community's values, lifestyles, patterns, and needs in a project. How can we know what those are without speaking to people first? Once we have this information, we can ask the specialists and professionals to come up with a plan. Unfortunately, it's impossible to please everyone, as we all have different priorities and perspectives, but I think we would move forward more positively if we were all consulted in the process. I would also love to see a youth committee that works with the city and shares their perspectives and issues. As I heard from an amazing youth council from London, when someone asks them how to get youth engaged, they say they already are. They just have different issues that are important to them. These issues are not any less significant and should be collaborated on. Let's have roundtable discussions at public meetings instead of presentations followed by questions. Discussion is how to get people engaged in a positive way. Thank you.